How many of us can swear with Quran or Bible that in any way they are not supporting drug abusers in their constituency?
So yesterday, one senator, this one you see right here, out of 109 of them, found the courage to say what used to be the quiet part loud. And so loud it was that some of his colleagues tried to shout him down. And by the way, shame on all those senators who shamelessly did that. Truth is, no matter how much we try to pretend about the existence and enormity of this problem in Nigeria, the inescapable fact is that there is an epidemic of drug abuse in Nigeria, especially in the northern part of the country. And research has shown over and over again that politicians contribute to this by engaging jobless youth in acts of political banditry after introducing them into taking hard drugs in a bid to win elections. Or why did you think the chairman of the NDLEA proposed this a few years ago? And there are no prizes for guessing who opposed this proposal. Before I play the clip of what the chairman of the NDLEA said about politicians opposing this proposal, let me quickly play for you what the senator said yesterday at the floor of the Senate that ruffled a few feathers.
There is one aspect which we need to look into. Whether we created this agency, whether we strengthen the activities of NDLEA, we need to do something. We, as politicians, we, as leaders in this country, we, as stakeholders, we need to do a lot. We all believe that religiously, both Islam and Christianity, even in our traditional religion, drugs-related abuse or drug abuse is prohibited. But who are encouraging and who are supporting it? Mr. President, we cannot achieve the result. We cannot achieve the intent of this bill unless and until we all agree that we will put our head together with relevant stakeholders to stop drugs abuse in Nigeria. Let us ask ourselves during our campaign, what are we doing with the so-called youth? How many of us can swear with Quran or Bible that in any way they are not supporting drug abusers in their constituency? I am happy if all of us can swear with the Holy Quran that they are not in any way in support of drug abusers or intoxicating youth in their constituency to take drugs for their political. And Mr. President, we need, whether we are allowing this bill to continue to have an agency or we are strengthening LDE, we need to create a situation where before contesting election or before taking appointment at whatever in government level, you must go for drugs test. Finally, Mr. President, now I am speaking, I am here, as I am speaking now, most of our officers in our constituencies, most of our political office in our constituencies, most of our houses, when you go there, you will find out that there is mountain of drugs, and there are drugs dealers in our offices and in our houses or in our houses. I am immune to talk. I am in the chamber of the Senate, and I can take you to some of the political leaders who are in so many ways contributing or supporting drugs abuses in Nigeria.
And it is indeed because of those kind of support he talked about there that prompted the chairman of the NDLEA to say this a few years ago.
We've arrested politicians who either are holding public office or have retired. Recently, one was jailed in Lagos. He was trying to smuggle 1 kilogram, maybe to use it to run for office. As you know, the cartels also participate in political institutions. They actually fund candidates into the various levels so that the correct laws are enacted.
And that much was also confirmed to me again by Ahmed Sayo, a former Commissioner of Information in Adamawa State, who was my guest last month when I interviewed him on a different topic. Listen to him.
And unfortunately, Kenny, we may have difficulty controlling this insecurity unless we are able to take care of a large army of unemployed and unemployable young people parading the streets of northern Nigeria, and a large quantum of drugs. At the last count, one UN agency claimed that about 1 billion naira worth of drug is consumed daily in northern Nigeria. It may be higher, it may be lower, but that tells you that the intersection between misuse of intoxicating drugs and violent tendencies is known to everybody.
The truth is, there is so much blame to go around, but the following institutions have no place to hide: NDLEA, NAFDAC, Nigerian Customs, and of course, our political leaders.